Greetings, bucks and junkies. Come on, come on. Yeah. You hear the sirens, you hear it going on. Yeah. This is going to be an interesting one. Interesting. For you new viewers, you can become new subscribers very soon. I just advise you, don't do it now. You could be interested, watch this one, watch a few more episodes, or go back in the archives. Eventually, if you like what you see, subscribe then. But right now, just sit back and see if you're entertained, which I hope you are. Now, this is the Sam Eggington and the Liam Smith breakdown and prediction for the WBC Silver Super Welterweight title. Now, none of these guys are ranked within the top 15 for the WBC, but that Silver Championship, that made it a little interesting. And we do cover the belts, on this show, the WRT Boxing Show. We just started a year and a half. We have a lingo, the best versus the best. That's what we talk about. On the best versus the best, it's number 1 through 15. That, fighting for this, see who the best are to become a challenger for the champion. He's on the top, but this bout is not a best versus the best. So why are we talking about this on the WRT Boxing Show? The belt, the WBC Silver Belt. We talk belts. We try and cover the belts. There's just a lot of shit we can't cover them all as a one-man show, but the Silver Championship is higher than all the championships besides the World and Diamond. It can never be a mandatory unless it's won a final eliminator. That's, you can find a little more information about like I said, it's a building block for the WBC or silver. Yeah, they use a silver thing. It's a building block. Basically to say, for all the, like I said, boxing is a worldwide sport, year round, and you pump them up, you build them up the ladder. The who's the best of the B brackets? I believe Nathan Gorman is like a silver international heavyweight champion or something like that, I think. And right here you get a little more sense of what the WBC tries to do with the silver belt. Like I said, this is the WRT Boxing Show. We're boxing junkies. So for us who like belts, and so for those who shit on belts, hopefully this helps you like belts more within the sport. You're a fucking junkie too. Now, this is the WBC International, shit, on their page when they talk about a lot of it. Because the fact that the WBC Silver is a building block, it gets used more in the smaller countries and over there. It don't get used as much as America because this is where the shit's happening, and we don't have a runner-up champions as much. It's more in the smaller market bracket, so they build people up. Now, they say the Silver Championship is not an age-restricted title, but instead does factor in the boxer's respective quality and ability. Like the full WBC title, the silver belt will be available to boxers who intend to pursue their career within the World Boxing Council and are supported by a good record. So far, the results have proven us, blah, 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 yeah. So that's how the silver is used. So we went into a little belt talk there, but I think you see why we talked about it. Those are what they use the silver belt for. Limited abilities, qualities. Can never be a mandatory unless they really, really prove themselves through so many eliminators. And you got fighters like Liam Smith and Sam Eggington. Decent fighters. You know, if you guys want to prove here, you guys could be a silver champion, but you ain't gonna be nothing more than that. You're gonna have to really prove. You ain't gonna never be a mandatory unless you win a fucking eliminator showdown. Like Dylan White. I believe he won like 2 or 3 eliminators. I wasn't sure if Luis Ortiz was that final one that he declined. I'm not sure. You know, I remember they had a fuss about that. So I don't know if that never got settled. But this is the Double RT Boxing Show, and it's about Liam Smith and Sam Eggington. These, who's gonna be the king of the mid? Now, is it mid tier? Is it because you figure it got World Championship, Diamond, and then Silver? Yeah, so it's like because the Diamond, we're going a little crazy on belts right now before we get into the fight, but the Diamond belt is look the way the WBC views the Diamond belt. They give it to special ass fights, yes, but at any given moment they could what's the word, elevate, if I can make, I don't know the word is, but take that champion, the Diamond champion, and raise him above the regular champion. You know, at any given moment they feel they could. That's why they give it to special fighters, just in case their regular champion is not going to cut it. They'll fight. Or they're just like, okay, here, this is your now mandatory. They'll make the world champion fight the Diamond champion because they like the Diamond champion. It's like their super backup plan. Now, Liam Smith and Sam Eggington. This would have intrigued me probably 2 years ago. Because when I started the Double RT Boxing Show, which I did a year and a half ago, I was a big Eggington fan. I think if you're here and you follow some Brit boxing, I think a little bit of all of us boxing junkies fucking have had a hit of Sam Eggington here and there, you know? Motherfucker is a pretty good high. You know, he comes out ready to fight. And it's like, dog, what? You saw his main attribute was just kind of trying to bully you. And once Muhammad Moon kind of, that upset kind of fucked him up, you know, and then he got knocked out. So that will mean he didn't really fight stiff competition, and then he fights the 11-2 Hassan and gets knocked out. You know, and it was like, whoa! Watching that fight was like, whoa! He got shocked and he just froze. It was a bad one. So now he's fighting Liam Smith, Liam Smith. They're both straight up and down fighters. You know, even though Sam Eggington is savage, I think both these guys are pretty savage body attackers. So that's going to be an interesting title within the fight. But, you know, Sam Eggington 24 with 15 KOs. Here's a 5'11". What is Liam Smith? 26-2. Who with 14 KOs. So these guys are still, they're batting about the same power. 30 to, they're about the same age as that. 30 and 27, something like that. How old is Eggington? 25. 15 KOs, about the same stuff. The age is a 5-year difference. Is that going to mean anything? I don't think it will. I don't think the age is going to matter for the fact that Smith, the more well-rounded fighter of these two, I think he's going to bring more strategies, more game plans, however you want to say it, more options to choose from, while Eggington is going to come forward. And he ain't, you know, I think Smith is a better mover as a boxer. Like, I don't mean like actually like four corner offense moving. I mean, it's like, taking, just resetting Eggington's feet, because Eggington's going to be need to be set still. He can't jab and jab. I think Smith is going to be able to at least jab himself in, jab himself out, take the steps accordingly to create angles better. It's overall a better boxer, and I think that's going to win him the fight. I won't be surprised if he stops Eggington, but he's going to win this fight, at least by a pretty big decision. We're going Liam Smith over Sam Eggington for the vacant WBC silver super welterweight title. So again, we know what the silver is about. We know what this fight's about. And when you put those information together, it makes perfect sense why these fighters are fighting for the WBC silver super welterweight title. So again, hopefully you new viewers, you came here, you're like, okay, wow, that was some pretty good shit. Didn't expect that. You don't hear too much belt talking. Maybe something that get you intrigued and like the belts instead of just shitting on belts. Because this is your sport. You're a junkie. You're here. And for you ones who are already subscribed, support your show. It's your show. I'm just the host, Mr.A. And again, if you're not subscribed, hope you're entertained. Go watch some more past shows. Watch some future shows. Stay tuned in. And when you feel you're ready to subscribe, remember, the boxing junkie in you're always welcomed right here on the Double RT Boxing Show. Thank you for your time and support.